How would life look like if the only place for humans to survive was underwater? It's a thought-provoking question, isn't it? Let's dive into a world where underwater civilizations are the last resort, a consequence of environmental distress triggered by our own actions. We're grappling with global warming, rising sea levels, and relentless pollution, all of which are nudging us towards a precipice. Now, imagine a world where the surface is no longer habitable, forcing us to seek refuge beneath the waves. Living underwater would require overcoming several scientific challenges. Let's dive into it, shall we? Firstly, we'd have to grapple with pressure changes. As you descend underwater, pressure increases by 1 atmosphere for every 10 meters. That's like carrying an elephant on your shoulders. But don't lose hope just yet. Deep-sea creatures have already figured this out. Some, like the anglerfish, have bodies that are less compressible than water, helping them survive the crushing pressure. Next, we need to breathe, right? Oxygen supply is a big challenge. Thankfully, there's a clue in how fish breathe underwater. They extract oxygen from water through their gills. Could we engineer something similar for humans? It's a fascinating area of research. Temperature control is another hurdle. The deeper we go, the colder it gets. Ever noticed how some deep-sea creatures produce their own light? That's bioluminescence, a nifty trick that also generates heat. Lastly, how would we communicate? Sound travels differently underwater, and light doesn't penetrate very deeply, but creatures like dolphins use echolocation, bouncing sound waves off objects to navigate and communicate. Perhaps we could adopt similar methods. Scientists are already exploring these challenges, developing technologies from artificial gills to pressure-resistant materials. We're learning from the ingenious adaptations of deep-sea life, hoping to mimic them in our quest for underwater habitation. But with advances in technology and our understanding of the deep sea, underwater living might not be as far-fetched as we think. Creating an underwater civilization would have profound implications for humanity and our environment. Imagine a world where the ocean's depths become our new frontier. Our diet might shift towards more seafood and seaweed, resources abundant in this new environment. Our lifestyles could become intimately connected with the rhythms of the sea, with people adapting to the unique challenges of underwater living. Our social structures might evolve too, shaped by the necessity of cooperation in such an extraordinary setting. On the environmental side, there could be both positive and negative impacts. The sea could offer relief from the strain we've placed on land resources. However, establishing underwater settlements might disturb marine ecosystems, creating a whole new set of environmental concerns. As we ponder the future of humanity, it's crucial that we consider all possibilities, even those that seem like science fiction. The possibility of living underwater opens up a host of questions about our future. Indeed, the need for such drastic adaptation, the scientific hurdles and the ripple effects on society and the environment define the stakes. As we continue to push the boundaries of our existence, one thing is certain: the future will be shaped by our actions today. Before we wrap up, we'd like to remind you of the power of collective learning and engagement. Your likes, subscribes, and comments not only support our work, but also help us create more meaningful and exciting content for you. So, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Let's continue exploring these fascinating topics together.